Yeah, drop, hey, huh.
Yo, what's up guys, this is 𝗪𝗚𝗟𝗟𝗟 and today we're playing function override from PicoCTF, another binary exploitation challenge, and this one is really nice because from this challenge you will learn how to play with the debugger really nice. And let's go, we download the files, we have val and val.c, and we run file on val and we see that it's a 32-bit LSB executable. Alright, so let's review the source code. We have an int calculate story score, and this actually takes a car pointer string and iterates through each character of it, converts it to integer and adds a final score right here. After that we have an 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟𝗟, same arguments, and it checks if the given string's length is lit. If so, it gives us a flag. And we have the 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟𝗟, same as the previous one, but now it checks for the length if it is lit, which is kinda impossible in this case. After that, this is the juice of the program. We have a void check function that is initialized with the address of 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟𝗟, and then we have an int array fun of 10 elements. Inside of val we have a car story array, 128 bytes, then two numbers, tell me a story. There is no buffer overflow here. And after that it takes the two numbers, it checks if the first number is less than 10, then it does fun of the first number plus the second number. So here is the actual bug. There is no check if the number is negative, that means we can abuse an out of bounds write, and then it calls check, which is initialized with the address of 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟𝗟. So our goal is actually to change this to point to 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟𝗟 and then give a string that's length is actually lit. And let's get inside the debugger to play with the program a bit. Okay, so let's breakpoint main, we run, and right now if we check, so we see that this is actually the fun buffer right here, 080, and the checks function address starts here, and it has this value which is actually xgx. This is the address of 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟𝗟 as we already saw. So we need to actually change this from 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟 to 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟. And how we're gonna do that? Let's see how the program behaves. We continue and let's put some A's. Still the same address. We continue. Let's enter two numbers, I don't know. If we see here, the offset from this address to this address is 0x40, and if we divide it by 4 because it's a 32-bit binary, we get the actual 16 offset. So if we do minus 16 here, and let's say, I don't know, let's write 10, next instruction, 10. We see the address hasn't changed yet. If we continue a bit, finish read, finish, 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 and we are inside val. We continue, strlen, alright. And right here we actually see that we have changed this address. If you remember, it was 36 in the end, but now it's 440. So we see that our offset was correct, minus 16, and we actually managed to change this address. We added some stuff, we added 10, but unfortunately this address still lies inside 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟𝗟, and we should change that. We should find the address of 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟𝗟 to put inside here. And how we're gonna do that? If for example we do p and we have 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟𝗟 minus the address of 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟, we get minus 34. So let's try to run the program again. We run, continue, tell me a story, and then we have minus 16, we break, next instruction, and it was minus 314. Okay, finish, 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 finish. So we are here, let's move a bit, call strlen, and then if we take a look at the address, we see that right now check has this, and what is this? xgx, and we see that we have finally managed to call 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟𝗟. So with this out of bounds right, we managed to change the address of check. Instead of pointing to 𝗪𝗔𝗟𝗟, it points to 𝗧𝗜𝗟𝗟𝗟 right now. What's left is to calculate our story's length in order to have exactly lit. If you see here, we want this to have this length. in order to call flag. So this is one way we can do it. Or let's try and simply call this, or inside 𝗪𝗟𝗟𝗟, so 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗪𝗟𝗟. So if we manage to go to this address, we can actually call this one. So let's try to find this offset instead. Let's do it the hard way. So if we do p this minus the address of 𝗪𝗟𝗟𝗟, so we get the offset of 47. Let's try and do that instead. So we're right here and send junk r.sendLine, and we have wet hands, and after that we need r.sendLine -16 out of bounds right. So we want -16 and 47, and r.interactive, that should probably give us the flag. And we see that we actually managed to get the flag. So let's test our solver remotely. Python solver and this IP address, and we see that we managed to get the flag. And instead of doing this the easy way with 𝗧𝗟𝗟𝗟, we went the hard way with 𝗪𝗟𝗟𝗟 and still got the flag. So that was the challenge, guys. If you found the video useful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support me. If you have any questions, leave a comment so I can answer, and see you in the next video. Bye!